What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys probably are aware, or I hope you're aware, that it is October, and so the biggest holiday this month is Halloween, which means lots of candy, costumes, all that fun stuff. Halloween is not my favorite holiday, but it's pretty up there because I love to dress up. I've always dressed up as a child as kind of random things. I think one year I was like the Walmart happy face, which was kind of odd. Over the last couple of years, most recently, I've discovered that I like to actually make my own costumes. It definitely gives me a different kind of like joy when I wear my costume that I've created versus one that I've bought at like a Halloween store, any kind of store, or online. Which there's nothing wrong with the costumes that you can buy. It's just me personally, I've actually really enjoyed creating my own costumes and coming up with a concept and wearing it and being super proud of it. The first year I decided to do this, I did this where I was actually a big thing of cotton candy. When we went trick-or-treating that year, people actually were stopping me, telling me how cute it was, how creative it was, and I even had one girl ask to take a photo with me, which I was like, thank you, because that just showed me that like what I created was worthwhile. The year after that, I actually had help from my dad where we created me being like an easy macaroni and cheese cup thing, like, you know, those ones, Kraft Mac singles that like you put in the microwave. Yeah, that was just so crazy cool, and it was a lot of work. The actual like macaroni cup part was literally the top of a trash can, and we had to cut it in half. I had to draw the logo, and my dad spray painted a bunch of toilet paper shaped roll things to look like the actual macaroni, and that was a hit. So this year I decided, what can I do to top all the things that I've already done? Well, I was just scrolling through Pinterest, you know, doing my Pinterest thing, where I came across this photo, and I was like, I can do that. But you know what? I can do that on another level. Yes, this year for Halloween 2019, I am going to be a bottle of bubbles, and I am so excited. So let's dive right in. For this video, I'm just gonna like kind of share with you how I created this. It definitely was a lengthy process. It was a lot of work. It took me a long time to get to where I ended up, and I still haven't even really like finished it. First things first is the actual like bottle itself. Now in the original photo, I couldn't really tell if that was like paper or material, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this to another level, where I actually found online to use what's called a sonotube. Now a sonotube is like a big cardboard like tube, and they come in various sizes, and you can actually buy them at like Home Depot, and they can cut them there for you if you need them trimmed. But luckily I know people who work for construction companies who could so kindly provide one for myself. I had it trimmed. We had to drill holes for straps, and I ended up putting like little U shapes where the armpits are because I didn't want it to like snag my armpits. It's really hard to cut. I did not try to cut it. I had someone else cut it because it's very thick cardboard. So yeah, you can get them at Home Depot. They're actually not that expensive. I probably should have gotten a size smaller, maybe like 2 inches or so, but again, it was complimentary to me, so you take what you can get, right? Next step would have been to paint it after we cut it to the right length and stuff like that. I decided because it had like the sonotube logos all over, I was like, I don't really like that. So I was like, what if I just paint it all white to help cover the logos? Because then when I put the pink, I felt like it would have shown through more, which actually ended up working out really well. So I painted the entire tube white, which ended up taking exactly 2 whole cans of white spray paint. It was a lot of spray paint. Once the white was completely dry, I just took regular old painter's masking tape to paint off where I wanted the pink to be, which was to actually resemble like the actual Bubbles bottle. You know what I mean? So once I taped that off, I just spray painted it pink. Now the problem with this is that I'm not a professional spray painter by any means, so I probably wasn't doing it the greatest, but it was bleeding. Pink was literally running down where the white was. I just figured once that was completely dry, then I would just go in with like basic regular white acrylic paint and touch up my mistakes, which ended up working out perfect. As I was spray painting, let me tell ya, I didn't want to like sit on the ground, so I was just like squatting the entire time, and like that was a workout. If you want to like work out your quads, your hamstrings, whatever is in that area, just bend down and spray paint. It works great. Now, once that was completely dry, we had to obviously work on designing the logo. I wasn't really sure what to like put on there, so I just decided to just write bubbles with some really cool like bubbly font like stuff. I just found this font online and decided to just copy it. So I just traced all my letters out and drew cute little bubbles around it and just decided to outline it with markers and color it in with just regular basic watercolor pencils, which I think it came out really cute. Once the logo was done and the tube, obviously we have to put the two together. It was really hard with the spray paint, like it was kind of like a glossy texture, so nothing was really like sticking to it, so I had to resort to a hot glue gun, which was fine, no big deal. So I attached the Bubbles logo with hot glue and that ended up working out really great. After that, I needed some kind of straps to actually keep the bottle up on my body. I just used basic thick ribbon. I wanted it to be really thick because I knew the tube itself was obviously really big and really, it's not heavy, but it's pretty heavy. So I just tied some knots through the other end. That way it would stick and become really nice straps. As for the wand, I decided to just go with like, it's like really kind of thicker foam board. It's not like super thick. It's just like this thick maybe. I don't know how thick that is. I just cut out the shape of a wand. Kind of looks like a gear. I don't know. I don't really know what I was doing, but it works, okay? And obviously in the photo she has so many like fake balloon bubbles around her, but I really couldn't figure out a way to make all of them stick because the hot glue gun was popping the bubbles and tape wasn't working and neither was regular glue to stick bubbles all over me. So I just put one bubble on my bubble wand. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it like that because I don't know how else to make other ones stick all over the actual bottle itself. So that is my final costume for 2019. I'm a bottle of bubbles and it sounds kind of funny, but I think it came out really cute. It's creative. I'm really proud of it. It's just something that I'll be really proud to wear of while I'm passing out candy to trick-or-treaters in my house because unfortunately I'm too old to go trick-or-treating, although I would do it. Don't dare me, because I will. This week's video shout out goes to Brittany. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are. And if you like this video, you already know the drill. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed because I have a lot of really exciting content coming that I'm really excited to share with you guys. And I think you guys are gonna be super into it. And for those of you that celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween, and comment down below what you're gonna be for Halloween this year. And that's it for this week's video, so I'll see you guys all next week. Yeah, see you later, alligator.